Hello everyone, this is Light Shadow, and today I'm just trying out Twitch, though it's a little laggy for my computer, so hopefully it'll work out. So I was just planning to do a couple random slime fun things, so yeah. Just need to let me actually do it. So yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go over just making a couple slime fun machines and making them work and stuff. And we'll see if you guys like it. So let's just get into it, yeah? So we'll be going over how to use the energy capacitors and the regulator to transfer power to our things. And of course, we'll have either some solar generators or some coal generators and such to make the power. And I was thinking I could show you how the electric dust washer works. And maybe an auto anvil, but we'll see. Also, a heated pressure chamber. So we're going to get the stuff out as long as I don't lag out. So we're going to grab a bunch of these mediums. Then we're going to have to find the stuff. Okay, got an electric dust washer. Oh, we have electric gold pan. And if it's up here, we can get the other thing. Let's see where it is. Electric ore grinder. Yay, they're all the highest here. Okay. And yeah, we can do a heated pressure chamber though right here too. So I'll show you how all of this works. So yeah, it's my first time doing a Twitch stream, so we shall see if this becomes a regular thing or not. Okay, we're going. This is Light Shadow, and today I'm just. We're going to pause for a second while I turn off something. 1 second. It'll work out. So I was just planning to do a couple random slime fun things. So yeah. And we're back. Okay. So let's just go grab the stuff we need. And I'll show you how you can transfer it down a distance actually. So you can have an underground base that just has the power and stuff above it. And I'll show you how that works from here. Like for instance, imagine this was my base and it was actually walled up and stuff, but the only place I had to put the generators and stuff was up there. So we had all of our machines and we'll just put them all in random spots down here. And we'll figure out how we connect them during this. Just cause. So you see we have all these machines here. And we're just gonna fly up there. And we have all this space to put our power and stuff, but it's like, oh no, how are we gonna get down there? So we still put down the power and stuff. And we grab an energy regulator and set it up so that it can get power from them, but then it's like, how are we gonna get down? So we connect the power, if I do this right. Okay, on here, because that can get power from there since it's connected to the regulator. And then we need to have a 5 block distance. So we're just gonna get some dirt to make that work. Like so. That way we can measure it and all. So 1 and 2, right? Yeah, we have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have to have it on the same side. Goes there. Goes there. Okay, I need ground to put onto, or I am lagging, that is why. Whoops. Okay, but you can see that's receiving power from up there. Or as it is, so yeah, and then you're gonna wanna move it by having, well, you put that there since of this tear, otherwise I would have brought it down again. But we'll do that. You can see that's nice and connected. Then bring this down here, and that's when we start connecting things like that one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, they're connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these two are officially in the power system. And if I did something like that, as long as it actually does what I just told it, there we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. This one's connected. And if I just simply do that, this one's connected as well. So as you can see, they're all completely connected now power-wise, and the power's up there. So you can have a whole network where you're leading it all the way down to a deep underground base and such. So yeah. Anyway, now we're gonna grab some stuff we can put into those machines and make it awesome. So we're just gonna grab some cobble, because that's actually all we need for most of them. And then we'll grab a little bit of oil, and I'll show you. Okay, so the cobblestone's gonna go into this electric ore grinder, like so. Just put a bunch in. As you can see, this is the nice speedy one, so it's turning it into gravel for us. Then we're gonna put our gravel in here to the electrical pen, and it'll turn it into different things like flint or sifted ore, or it could even become clay. The sifted ore goes straight into the electric dust washer, like so, and it can become different dusts like iron dust and all. And then the oil goes in here, and after a little bit, see, it still takes a bit, but it's not as long as the 20 or 30-ish seconds, I believe, the tier 1 does. So that's why tier 2 is nice, because it goes so fast. But anyway, you can see it'll turn that one bucket of oil into 8 plastic sheets, which are what you need for a android. So that's always fun, yeah? Now the question is, what else do we want to make? Because I don't think we've gone to the full time. One sec while I check the time. Okay, so yeah, we've gone like 7 minutes. Wow, it has not been that long. Wow. Okay then, we're gonna just keep doing random slime fun stuff and just see how far we go. You know, I could show you a cargo system. Actually, that could work out nicely. We'll have normal cargo nodes, input nodes, and of course a cargo manager to make this work. So yeah. So we're going to use what we have here machines-wise besides the pressure chamber to make a auto dust system. And let's see, we'll make this chest be the conductor for the cobbles, so I'm going to need to actually get all these out of its stat, because we don't want anything else in there. Okay, let's see. We'll just toss them all in here as the random items. And we'll grab a couple more chests, one to have the dust to go in, and one for another thing you'll see soon. Oh wait, I need more chests than that. One needs to be a double chest at least. Let's see. So let's do that. We'll just make them both double chests, that'll make life easier. And you're gonna want to remember to label the chests, okay? And we're also going to need 2 flint, 2 clay, 1 gravel. We already know the cobbles are going to be used. We're going to need a cobble. And let's see, it should be in here. Probably need... How many chests of this stuff do I have? Okay, we're going to need 2 of that. And that should do it. So let's get over here. So what we're going to do first is set up a cargo manager. And we'll just put it here so that way it can go offline. Why's that? I wonder why it's offline. Well, anyway. Oh yes, that's why. It was just the manager on its own. Okay, so channel 1 is what you're going to want to put your cobble on. And you see it's whitelisted, so it'll only take the cobble. Now, including durability and stuff, that would be for if you're doing a grinder especially. Like, getting various swords and bows and other stuff that has durability out of a grinder from mobs and stuff. That can get annoying having to sort it all out, so wouldn't it be nice if you could send it all to one type of chest and all that? Well, fear not, for you can do that for sure with this. So as you can see, it's channel 1, so we want our connector for the output and such to go right there. And you can see that's in the system, so it all works. And we want on channel 1. Except I put it on the wrong thing, so I'm going to quick pick that back up. Okay, now it doesn't make it all the way back here, as you can see, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots it goes. So we're going to put this here, and that'll connect it all. So we can do that. There we go. Now the cobble will end up in here and become gravel like so. And then what we want to do is put another connector right here, because that'll also help when we get to there. And then we're gonna put the input node right there and put one gravel. That way it will all go to the place we're about to send it. And we want it on channel 2 because otherwise it'll be on channel 1 and it'll start going straight back into here. And that's problematic. Though that's where advanced output nodes come in handy, so yeah, I'll show you those at another point. Still, then we put an output node on here and have it channel 2. And that's when it'll start getting the flint and all that made. See? Ziptor and clay now. See? Ziptor, clay. Very useful. And we'll put our input node right here. And we'll put in sifted ore, clay, and flint. Now we're going to install another chest. And we're going to install it here. Because that way we can put two things on this side right off the bat. Though you know what, actually we're gonna break this part of it and reset that up in just a second. There we go. There we go, because then we can also have one right there because we need the free. So the output, see this is gonna be channel number 3. So the output will be for channel 3, like so. Now, this is where we want to go back downstairs and grab the one thing I accidentally forgot to set up, so upsie doodles. Upsie daisy and all that. So let's see, trash can, because that's what we need. And we'll grab a piece of dirt to make this easier. See, trash cans, you can set them up, but you can't put cargo stuff on them unless you set up beforehand. Like, I need an output node here, so I'm going to break this torch on that node. There we go. We'll just put that there. So we're going to do that. Because you can't put it against the trash can, but you could set up the output node like so. And break that. And then you could set up the trash can. Now we're going to first make sure this is on channel 4 just to be safe. And then we're going to put that there. And now it's connected to the trash can. So if we do that and have this one set up for channel 4 like so. Then we put clay and flint here. All the clay and flint will go to the trash. Of course, you can do it differently if you want to keep one of those or both and just have it send them to a different chest and all, but personally I just get rid of them. Okay. Now we're going to see about adding another one on. Woo! This is going to be channel 5, like so. And sifted ore goes into it because we're going to be bringing it over here. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And see, the way that's set up makes it so I can do ear side of this, so that's always nice. So, we're going to set that up. If it'll let us. There we go. For channel 5. Now, I'm going to take off the visualizer because I think you get the idea, and it's just laggy. There we go. Okay. And so all the sifted ore is going to be going into here, which is always awesome. And then since we want to have a channel 6, and I'm just going to put this chest here, we're going to connect this in. Now we're going to blacklist it because that means anything we put in here doesn't go anywhere. And we're going to put it as channel 6. So all the stuff in here will be moved here once I add in another output node which I need to grab. So, oops. Okay, apparently we need an advanced output node. Okay, well, we'll work with that. Okay, now we also want to blacklist this one and put it on channel 6. Now another thing you can do is put all the specific dusts in to be either or both of these. Or better yet, if you put all the specific dust in the input node, and then you connect all the chests needed for the output and such, that will make it so that you can go and just set it up so that it auto sends the dust to the correct chests and such. And to make it even fancier, you can have chests connected to those by hoppers and such below them, and just have it going down a chunk and have a bunch of chests just storing all the dust you could ever need. And then all you'd want to do is build a auto cobble generator and hook it up so that that's the initial chest that'll be sending the cobble and everything. Because that's always awesome. So yeah. Oh, whoops. Well, as you can see, that's how it all works. And look, I'm going to toss that clay and flint in there. And it's gone. It is now gone. Sent off to the abyss of the trash. So yeah, that was a thing. I'm going to double check again what time we're at, so 1 second. So that's all done. Let me just get some tools out so that I can break all this now. So let's see. Let's just get the axe and the pickaxe so we can break all that stuff and start on the next thing we're gonna do on this live stream. So yeah, we'll just break it all right now. And do it all nice and quietly. Just like so. Now what you'll want to remember for when you're breaking all the things and such is that the input nodes are holding stuff. So you kind of want to try to look into them. Now some of these of course aren't, because I have the 2 that were blacklisted, but like if there's anything you actually wanted to keep, you might want to grab it. But yeah, so let's see. What else shall I do as examples? Hard to pick. Well, I'll get it all figured out. So let's see. I want that. And we'll just toss all those. There we go. There we go. Done. Also close. You have to mention if you actually like my live streams. Again, it's my first go doing this, so we'll see. I'll try to keep it up, though. I also have a YouTube channel I'm doing. That's kind of my main thing right now, but I'm just trying out Twitch because a friend recommended it to me. So shout out to Alan Mooch. He's awesome. And you should check out his content. Because I declared it. Mwahaha. Okay, now the question is, what should the next thing we do be? You know what? I'm actually going to take a quick moment to look at comments and then I will be right back. Alright, back from answering a comment. I'm going to have to keep a bare eye out for comment stuff, aren't I? You know, there's this trick where if I just have another computer out and use that to watch the comments, maybe that would work out way better. I'm on a desktop right now, so I could actually do that. I have to remember that for next time I do this. And for anyone wanting to know the Astera well, the server, it's called Astera. Let me see, slash IP. PlayAsteraMC.com if anyone wants to come on and say hello. I'm more likely to spot this chat for right now just for this stream, but I will try to set up so that I can see the chat way better next time. I'll just have it on a different thing. I got this, I can figure it out. I used to do streaming on YouTube, but a friend wanted me to do this, so hopefully it works out. Thanks for the kind words, by the way, Sunflower. Yay! Okay, so qualify me as your instructor on how to do slime fun. So if you're new to it, I might be the one you want to go to, because I can just take suggestions and stuff, or you can say, how does this work? And I will try to look at it for you, and bring it in on a stream or on a video on my channel. My channel has a bunch of slime fun guides, so feel free to check it out. It's Light Shadow. But anyway, let's see. What shall we do next? So we could go over some miscellaneous stuff or technical components. But I think we'll do magical item type things, which actually have nothing we could really use easily, so we'll switch to magical gadgets, which we can actually implement. The wind staff is something a lot of players actually like when they don't have access to slash fly, because it lets you fly through the air. It just takes a bit to learn how to use it. So you'd need to make your elemental staffs, which I have made in a video, so check out the videos and stuff. You need 2 feathers and an enderlump tier 3. Now, if you don't actually know how to make that stuff and all, it's not actually just a name stick or anything like that. It's actually more complicated. See, nice thing in the slime fun guides, you can click on an item and it'll tell you the stuff needed for it as long as you've unlocked it. So, requires a normal stick, 2 magical book covers, and 3 magical lump tier 3s. Book covers need magical lump tier 2s, and a book. And then, well, we'll make the book covers from scratch just so I can show you how to make the lumps and stuff. See, you need nether wart for magical lumps, and for ender lumps, you need ender her eyes. Namely, the interesting ones, not the pearls. The pearls are good to get to them, but the main thing you actually use are the eyes of ender to get them. So I'll just grab those. We'll make the ender lump from scratch as well. So 1 nether wart becomes 2 magical lump tier 1s. So you need 2 nether wart to make 1 tier 2. And of course, we need 4 tier 2s, though we need 2 book covers, so we're just gonna go for 16 nether wart, yeah. I do believe that's exactly how much is needed. So we'll go make that, and let's see, do I even have any books? I don't think I actually have normal books. Do I even have the paper for books? Okay. That is not the book I need. Where have all the books gone? Okay, I'll get this figured out. But yeah. If all else fails, I can go out there and grab paper and stuff. I believe I have the leather. Yeah, I have the leather. So we need enough for 2 books, so we need to go attack the sugarcane farm real quick before we do anything else slime fun related. So let's see. We just need 6 sugarcane, we got 10. But that's all good. Oh hey, I got money for the farmer job. Yay! Okay, we'll go down here. And sorry about all the pauses earlier to figure out the time. Again, it'll be easier to figure that out once I get more used to this. I only joined Twitch today, so Okay, there's our 2 books. And we'll just toss the sugarcane in there and leave it forever. Mwahaha! Okay, so for the nether wart. Oh, and for the machines and stuff, most people think you craft them in a normal crafting table, which is true of like 1 machine maybe. But the rest you craft like you put down the dispenser and then you put a crafting table on top of it, and you have a enhanced crafting table, which is magic. But anyway, we are going to use our grinding stone, and we're just going to grind up all the nether wart, like so, until it's all done, and you can see it's magical lump tier 1. Now to get tier 2, you make that pattern right there, and we're just gonna do 8 of them, like so. So we'll just make them slow and steady, wins the race and all that. So let's see. Oh, and I now officially know exactly what time it'll have been 30 minutes, so I don't have to keep double checking. I'm gonna check the chat again, and just so you guys know if you're screaming at me currently to look at you. So let's see. Here we go. That should make our magical... Unless I use the wrong thing. I think I need the enhanced crafting table. Whoops. I get confused sometimes. It happens to everybody. Okay, there we go. Magical book cover. Magical book cover. The 2 we need for a single elemental staff. So technically we need 2 more, but I can just grab a couple from one of these chests. I believe I have some. There we go. 2 extra. I actually have a bunch of elemental staffs, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna grab 2 sticks. Let's see, here's the 2. And then we need magical lump tier freeze, which we will grab pre-made ones for this. You can see I prep for things, don't I? And then after that, we're going to want our feathers, and we'll make the ender lump from scratch. So let's just grab our 2 feathers real fast. There we go. And now let's go make these. Okay, now we use our beautiful magical workbench and crafting table thing, where we have the crafting table in the middle, a bookshelf, and a dispenser. And in this exact order, it makes it so that you could just right-click your crafting table and it will make the item. Granted, you'll also need the items in place and everything in the dispenser correctly, but once you do, you can double-click it to get both made right away, and voila! So we're gonna just leave that ready while we go make our ender lumps. So we're just gonna toss a bunch of them in there. So we need a tier 3. 1 tier 3 exactly. So let's see, that makes 2 tier 1. That'll make 2 tier 2. 1 tier 2. 2 tier 2, 3 tier 2, 4 tier 2. And 4 tier 2 means 1 tier 3. So we need 8 eyes of ender per 1 tier 3. So we'll just get all that right now. There we go. Now we're gonna craft all of our tier 2s. Same way we do with magical lumps, so not much difference there. And then also same way we would do with magical lumps, get our tier 3. Just like that. And then put that there. And we're about to have our wind staff. Now you'll want food on hand. You will definitely want food because it uses up food. So let's go grab some random food stuff I have in here. Do I have any actually cooked stuff? Okay, I need to look at my slime fun food section then. If it doesn't lag too much. See, I have a bunch of stuff. I'll just take the monster jerky. See, my helmet has saturation, I believe. Yeah, so that's harder for me to get hungry for long. Okay, so we're just gonna... Now, you're gonna have to look up for it to work, and you're gonna want to look at an angle if you want to actually go somewhere. So, like so, and you can see, and then you pick where you want to land. And then you eat. Ta-da. So, whee! Whee! Ta-da! Now, it's lagging a bit on my computer, but I think you can see the basics. So, woo! Now, it does use up a lot of hunger, like I mentioned, but because of my helmet and stuff, I'm getting my food back, so it's not actually that easy to get your food back normally for it. But yeah, that's how you get a wind staff, and thus you can fly like a birdie, which is awesome. So yeah. Let's see, what's one last small thing we can do before I stop this stream? I know, take a break and look at the chat! Alright, we're back. Sunflower, thank you for her following if you did. I think you did, so yay! That's awesome of you. Yay, 2 followers in one day. Woo! Oh, you guys should check out my sister, Hoppin' the Crazy 22, who she does these videos on Shadow of Mordor, or if you're interested in that game. She also does No Moria here and there, so check her out and follow her. She's been doing it longer than me, but she's only today gotten her first 2 followers, which are me and another friend of mine. So you guys should check her out. Tell her how much you think she's awesome and such. And give her a commenter in her streams and stuff. Okay? Anyway. Oh yeah, private storage. It's a very helpful thing actually in Slime Fun as long as the server doesn't crash often, because if the server crashes often and it breaks stuff, then it's not really worth it to have the storage because they'll break the heads and stuff. But if you have a reliable server or you manage to set up Slime Fun on your single player and stuff, which I really need to do for videos like this, because that would make life so much easier if I had single player for it. And less laggy, which is always nice. But yeah. So what I'd suggest for these are to use the safes. Now, while it takes a bit longer to make them into a safe and stuff, it's way more worth it. Because that makes it so that it can only be opened by you as opposed to chests that can be opened by anyone. What's worse with them being opened by anyone is the fact that in multiplayer, normal chests, even a towny area where you have everything else privated and such, those chests can be opened by anybody, even if they're not your friend on your plot. So don't use the normal chests for multiplayer, unless the only other players on are people you can trust. Okay? Just go with the safes. I can even show you what they look like placed if I can find it. Let's see. Ah, yes. So we'll grab a steel safe and a steel chest and show you them. See? Look, it's the normal space for our heads. So it doesn't even take much space. And they'll open even if you have a gnome on top. So steel chest, nice big space. Steel safe, nice big space. And you can have them on either side of each other. The emerald safe is the one I'd recommend the most though, because it has the space of a double chest in a single chest space. I mean, it's awesome, and you could even have stuff on top of it, and you could open it. Like, you could get a piece of dirt. Now, mind you, you wouldn't be able to put it directly on, because how Slime Fun items work. You just open them if you right-click them. But look at that. See? Stuff over it. I can open it. Awesome, right? Lag. But yeah, so I'd suggest going for the emerald safes if you get that available. Let me just break these real quick. And there. There we go. We'll just toss them in here. I can sort this all out later. But yeah, that was the basics of the Slime Fun stuff. So, yay! And I'm going to take the suggestion and what I thought up as well about doing the thing where I have another laptop up so I can watch for comments and stuff. And that way I don't have to make so many random pauses during the video and such. Such where I'm just trying to look at chat and everything. I've been meaning to do that anyways, so yeah. Besides, that'll lessen the lag if I'm watching comments on one thing whilst I'm doing the actual stream on another, you know? So maybe that'll make it a way less laggy experience next time. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna look at the comments in just a second before I end it and all. So the basics for the streaming and such on here is gonna be random Slime Fun stuff, maybe the occasional Stardew Valley thing, and some survival, because I have a single player world that's all vanilla. So I'm just trying my luck at surviving it. I did one stream on YouTube with it, so you might want to go there if you want to see my original whole stream and all that. I'll be trying to set these streams onto YouTube later, though this one might not go up on it because I still need to figure out how that part works, so yeah, we'll get that figured out. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream, everybody, and thanks for any and all who followed me. Woo! I'll be looking at the comments for a few minutes and then I'll turn off the stream and everything. Bye bye.